Hey everyone, it's Cindy Kennedy, and it is time for this week's Mojo Boost. Are you an approval-holic? While it's completely natural for us to desire to be approved of, when approval becomes a need and it becomes the way that we interact naturally with people every day, then it certainly gets in the way of you living and creating your best life. So I want you to think about these questions I'm going to ask and see if any ring true for you. Do you tend to suppress your feelings? Do you hesitate to offer up your opinion? Do you spend a lot of time wondering and thinking what others are thinking? Do you fear or find conflict or confrontation really challenging? Do you tend to be a bit wishy-washy? Do you have a hard time making decisions and prefer to defer to others to make decisions? Do you sometimes maybe imitate a little bit of what other people are doing to be accepted? If you're doing any of these, or you know someone that is, chances are that they have a high need for approval. And like I said again, approval honestly cuts you off at your knees. And basically it's an emotional giveaway. Because what happens is that we give away what we need. We give away what we feel. We give away our belief or what makes us feel good in order to let others step in. So we give away our power all the time. Now I'm speaking to you as a recovering approval-holic. Truly. Now, not in all situations. There's certain environments where I stand really firm. And I have no problem just saying what I think, asking for what I need. But there's other environments where I have actually really had to work on it, and it's still a work in progress. So I'm speaking as a recovering approval-holic to any of you out there who you know there's a streak of approval in you that you know is your Achilles heel. You know it gets in the way. Because two things happen. Either you don't contribute what you think or what you need or what you feel or what brings you joy. You don't contribute that and share with others. Or you actually don't know. Do you ever remember the movie Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere? Finally, she falls in love with this guy and she knows he's the one for her, but she still runs away at the last minute. Why? Because she realized that she still doesn't know who she is. She didn't know how she liked her eggs made. Every relationship she was in, she would have her eggs done the way he had them. And she'd never taken the time to go, what do I need? What do I like? What feels right for me? And until she could actually discover that, then she was always going to allow someone else's needs or desires to stand in for her own. So this is something that we really need to get a handle on. And the first step is always around awareness. Let's heighten our awareness on, are we an approval-holic? And if we are, why and where? So what I want you to do this week is I want this week to all be about increasing your awareness of where you actually fall into a real approval behavior. Who is around you? What environments do you tend to worry too much what other people think? Do you tend to morph into becoming someone you think others are going to like? Sometimes we do it by what we wear or what we say or what we don't say, right? Or the choices we make in our life. Most approval behavior comes because we're fearful of being rejected. Now, if we really dive into that, sometimes we realize, honestly, there's no base for it. Others, you can look back and go, gosh, there's one time where I really was truly rejected, but now I've actually conditioned myself to show up like this consistently when the true fear of rejection is no longer prevalent, and yet I'm living in it. So this week, the action I want to offer you, the challenge and opportunity I want to offer you, is to become aware of the moments in your days where you start to feel like you need to be different than who you are, where you start to hold back what you think. You hold back your opinion. You don't share what you need. You don't share what you want. I want to eat spaghetti tonight. Instead, you go, well, what would you like? Or what would you like? Or where would you like to go tonight? Just be aware of it this week. And next week, because this is a 2-part Mojo Boost, I'm going to share with you some strategies for shifting that. So you can come on board the Approval-holic train that I'm on, and we can support each other on this journey. So again, where do you tend to really lean into approval behavior? Are there certain environments or certain people that tend to bring that out in you even more? It's a great way to start. Just be gentle on yourself. Just explore. This month is still about new adventures. So this is new adventures in being, in witnessing. And next week, don't you worry, there'll be some key, easy, simple strategies that if you put into place consistently, will start to shift things over time. I'm doing it myself, and it makes a massive difference. It feels so good to be able to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you're called picky, and I'll tell you what, it's a word I've come to embrace. And because I know I'm not being picky, I know that what I want, what I need, and truly starting to believe how much I deserve it. And this is what I want for you. So that's this week's Mojo Boost. Go play, become aware, and I'll see you next week for some fabulous strategies to help you. Take care.